Get
set,
set, go.
go!
Hey everybody, this is Greg with Fit for Expedition, and I just went ahead and brought Mike up, Mike Shaw from Mike Shaw TV, and Kenny from Fordman, aka Kenneth Oaks. Anybody who watches the live stream every week knows Kenny because he's here pretty much every week, every Wednesday. How you guys doing today?
Oh, doing very well. How about yourself?
Pretty good. How about you, Mike?
Doing great.
Good.
Just got home from church and jumped on here. So
Okay.
one thing after another today. It's been a good day.
You were on here before I was.
Yeah.
I was running late.
There you
I
go.
was scrambling around. You know, I had some computers in the house and some out here in the box van and all this stuff that I had to throw together. So, and I didn't notice that Gina sent me a message saying she's stopping 15 minutes early. So,
Yeah. And then you got raided.
right. And that's
So then you got to jump on when you get a raid.
right. Which I didn't. I kind of missed
And the
it.
chat room's full, isn't it, Kenny?
Yeah, the chat room, it's got 13 people, 14 people in it.
Right on. Look at that.
Yeah. We should probably say hi to some people before I get behind in the chat like I did last week. Right, Kenny?
Yeah.
I have this big old phone and I can't read the chat because I need glasses. It's terrible.
Oh, really?
Don't get old, kids. That's what I cut.
Yeah.
They don't listen. Those kids don't listen.
I know they do it anyway. Okay,
They
let's
do.
say hi to some people in the chat. Marshall's here. Melodramatic
Hey,
Adventures.
Marshall, Melodramatic Adventures, Destination
Ashley
Live.
Ratliff, thank you for being here.
Hey, Ashley.
Sharon Lewis is here. Thank you for being here. Hawkins Family Adventures, thanks for coming. Hope Bus, cool.
Hey, Hope Bus.
Glad to have you guys here. River Styx Van Life. You know, I don't know that. I mean, I saw that channel in Gina's chat, but I think that might be the first time.
That's
All I know is don't pay the ferryman until you get to the other side. River Styx knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. What do you think about the group Styx?
That was my first concert.
Was it really?
1977. It was April Wine, Supertramp, and Styx on their 77 Portland Memorial Coliseum, the Grand Illusion Tour.
Okay. And they were headlining.
Oh,
But if you ask me, April Wine and Supertramp are both better bands than Styx.
April Wine was brand new. No one knew who they were. They had one song, She's a Roller.
Yeah.
And they were great. And Supertramp was great. And Styx was great. I never topped that concert. It was my first one. I was like 14.
My first concert was Fleetwood Mac, ZZ Top, Marshall Tucker, and Kenny Loggins.
Dang.
67,000 people at the University of Arizona football stadium.
Right. Oh.
And that was 77. I was only 13.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I am older than you. That's right.
You don't look older than me, but maybe you are. I don't know. Hey, okay, let me go. Where did we stop here? Okay, Naj is here. Thanks for being here.
Naj, yeah.
Happy Place Cooking.
That is Felix from Happy Place Camping. She just started that new channel, Happy Place Cooking. Wow. She's only got like 1 or 2 videos on it.
Okay.
She's only like 36 away from getting her 100 subs. So she can get her a custom URL. If you are not connected with her channel, please go connect.
So we know what to do here. And Kenny, you should drop the link.
Yep.
It's a recipe for success. I just had to get the pun in. Sorry.
Okay, She Devil Adventures, thank you for being here. Destinations Delight, thanks for being here. Ava's here. Ava Potterfield and friends. I don't know if I already mentioned Deborah on the go, but I don't think I did. Thank you for being here.
You did now.
Ann J is here. Thanks, Ann. Let's see. Totally relaxed. Jim's here. Thanks, Jim, for coming by. And you know what? Jim's from Texas too. So maybe he saw the thumbnail, or did I put it in the description? I didn't actually put it on the thumbnail that we were going to talk about Texas weather. Yeah, but let's see. We got Our Tiny Acres is here. Thanks for being here. And I want to make sure. Oh, and Renee Deucerider. Cool. Thank you for being here. And now I can't get my thing to move. Oh, there we go. And then we got Loves. Loves is here.
I guess Bree got it. Did you get it, Bree? Okay, I guess you did.
What happened?
When I typed in the search engine bar, a Happy Place Cooking does not come up for some reason.
Oh, okay. All right. But Bree is here, and thank you for doing that. Appreciate that. Oh, Floss is here.
Yeah,
thanks for being here, Floss. Let's see. I just don't want to miss anybody.
I just made her subscriber number 67.
All right. Becky Allen. Becky, thanks for coming. And Fairy Dust. Brene is here. Thanks for being here, Brene. Brene is my fellow X fan. Do you know the band X? No. Not the band. I think it's a Japanese band called X also. That's from like the last 7 or 8 years.
No,
we're talking about X from the late 70s, early 80s.
Oh, wow.
Punk rock band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mayhem RV. Thanks for being here. Primetime Travelers. Oh, it's been a while. My good friends, Primetime Travelers, are here. And Ray, Van Life Rocks, here with the Gina raid. And I appreciate Gina for raiding the live stream. Absolutely. So did I miss somebody? No, I think I got everybody. I hope so anyway. Okay. So Kenny, I still haven't sent you your salty nut roll. I know that sounds bad, but that's actually what it is. I still have to send it to you, Kenny.
I know the weather's probably been. I just got the package from Time for Exploring the other day.
Oh, well, we have great weather, actually. We're in the 70s here. So,
yeah.
You missed that, don't you, Mike?
No. No, I like it cold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Kenny. I cut you off.
I wished I had your type of weather.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't wish that in June. Just saying.
I love the June.
Yeah,
I love the 110 degrees. So
okay. Yeah. I used to say I don't get cranky till it hits 110. And you do kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
And you know how to deal with it, you know. You don't go hiking at 110.
You don't? Okay.
Well, some people do. I don't. I don't. I had a rule, no hiking over 100.
I think I went hiking at 116. And I did a video on my channel, and some people got mad at me. But it's not hot to me. I mean, it's hot, but it's just like a warm day. It's like somebody else where 85 is hot. That's 116 to me. You know what I mean? So it's not. It's
people get mad at stuff.
Yeah,
I know. It's the Twitter mentality. That's the world's come into, I guess.
Do you think Twitter is worse than Facebook? I think Facebook is worse than any of them.
I don't like Facebook. I try to avoid it, but I've been on there again lately. It's weird because when I post on Facebook, I get reaction, I get likes, I get interaction. I have almost as many people on Twitter and crickets. I get crickets.
Yeah. Yep.
So
if you get one heart once in a while, you're like, wow, ding ding. Yeah.
So I either have to up my Twitter game and spend more time on it, or I do like it better. I get, more news and things like that from that. So, yeah.
Yeah. See, let's see. Let me grab my other comments here on the live stream side here. Okay. Like I said, last second getting up here. Okay, here we go. See, there's somebody. There's a hot weather fan.
Yeah.
120. Phoenix does get 120. We're
They do.
close. I mean, they
Yes.
get 120 once in a while, maybe once or twice a year, but they
Right.
do get over 115 often.
So I was
Yeah.
15 years in Tucson and then 1 year in Phoenix before I came back to Texas. And so Tucson, much better because it cools off at night. Phoenix does not cool off at night because of the heat island effect. And I mean, it's kind
Right,
of depressing.
that's a man-made situation. If they didn't have
Right.
all those buildings and concrete and asphalt and
Right.
grass,
Right.
they wouldn't have the issues.
It wouldn't be nearly as bad. You're right. I mean, the other thing though, Phoenix is what, 600 feet above sea level, and Tucson's 2,400 feet above sea level. So that makes a difference too. But and where you are is even higher than that.
Yeah, I think it's about 600 feet higher.
Yeah. So you're what? Are you at 3,000 feet where you are?
Almost, I think 28 or something like that. Yeah.
And I was in Oro Valley. I was at 2,600 feet, but it makes the elevation makes a difference, but the heat island makes a bigger difference. So at least in Tucson, it cools off at night. You get a high of 110. You'll wake up, it's in the low 80s. Phoenix, you're starting a day 90 something.
Yeah,
it's depressing, man.
Yeah,
get up and it's already 94 degrees. It's like, oh my goodness.
I just spent a few nights in Peoria mooch docking, which I don't know if you know what that is, but camping in a driveway.
Oh,
and
okay.
And I did that last week, and I did that a couple of weeks ago also in Peoria.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Before heading over to Quartzsite and Ehrenberg and those places.
That was fun.
Oh yeah,
I saw a couple pictures. You guys had fun at the meetup and all that?
Oh yeah, and then we went to the Schoolypalooza, which is where all the school buses that have been converted or are in the works, a lot of them, but some of them are complete, and it was pretty cool.
That's pretty neat. Was the Partridge Family there?
No, I can't figure out why somebody hasn't painted their bus, and I'm being serious here. How come somebody hasn't painted their bus like the Partridge Family bus yet? You know?
It seems like a no-brainer to me, but
yeah. I got a question for Kenny.
Yeah.
How many live streams you watching right now?
I got one other going right now.
Are they having more fun than we are?
They might be. We're boring.
It might be.
No, it's probably a completely different kind of crowd.
I'm still listening to y'all.
So is it like a crochet channel or a cruise channel, or what is it?
It's a painting channel.
Painting channel. Okay.
It's actually if you don't know Joy Bless Live.
Oh yeah, I was in there earlier.
Yeah, well, they're still on.
Oh, they are because they were having issues. It like blacked out or something.
Yeah.
But
so Renee said something. Renee said something a little bit ago. It's so humid in Texas. My sister, stepdad, and little big brothers live there. I get that. Yeah, little, but they're big brothers. And so Renee, that's yes and no. So it depends on where in Texas you are. So I'm in Lubbock, Texas. So I'm West Texas. So we don't get the humidity nearly as bad as in Austin or even a Dallas. Yeah, that one right there.
Okay.
So it's much drier here until about late spring. We start getting the humidity, but even then it's not as bad as it gets in Austin. Houston is the worst. I was in Houston once. It was 101 degrees and the dew point was like 74. And it was
I spent some time in Houston just waiting for a Greyhound bus a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
And, because it was a transfer point or whatever. And
yeah,
oh my gosh, that is horrible. I mean, I've experienced that. I think that temperature one time. I'm talking about one day in Baltimore. One day.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's just intense.
The humidity, it's a different kind of heat, and it's more oppressive. It feels heavier on you, and at least where you are, 120 feels like 119 or 118. Even seriously though, 110 will feel like 107 or something because of it's dry.
Well, that's Jim posted right here. I think he meant to say come to Houston, but it just
yeah.
If you want humid, come to Houston. That's what you were just saying.
Yep, that's exactly right. Houston is, oh my God, that was That was probably the worst weather I've ever experienced. I think it was just so dang hot. It was 101 with the dew point in the 70s. It
Yeah.
was terrible. But yeah, in West Texas, we don't get that now. Springtime that's coming up, we'll get into severe weather season, and we'll have something called the dry line. Depends on how much people are into weather or where they live. But the dry line will
You're
spark
where in
storms.
Texas? You're where in Texas?
Lubbock, Texas.
Lubbock, Texas.
So 140 miles north of Midland and 120 south of Amarillo.
Okay.
So if you want to get to Amarillo by morning, just leave it in the morning.
Thank you for that.
And you're
Okay.
there. Yeah. It works.
Yeah, you're at Texas Tech is there, right?
That's right.
Okay.
They played Oklahoma tonight. Did they beat them?
In basketball?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because U of A is what, ranked 7th?
4.
Oh, did you guys move up to 4?
Yeah.
We moved up to 9.
Yeah, Arizona ranked 4th because they beat
UCLA
and USC, which were both ranked teams.
Yeah, the Southern California
trip.
They
beat Arizona State by like 12 or something right after.
So a couple weeks ago, Tech beat number 6 Kansas here. It was here. And then they beat number 1 Baylor. But then they lost to 500 team Kansas State. So but yeah, we've been doing well. We're still a chance to win the Big 12.
Now we were Linda Barker. I don't know if I said hi to Linda Barker, but hi Linda. Thanks for coming.
Linda Barker.
I don't know if you remember this, but at the beginning of the pandemic, I just used that term because everybody else does. There was a football game. U of A was supposed to play Texas Tech. Do you remember that?
Yep. I do remember that. I was looking forward to that.
Going to come and visit for that.
Yep. And then COVID got in the way, right? Wasn't it?
Yep. Yes.
Yep, it was. And River Styx has it right. Happiness is Lubbock, Texas in my rearview mirror.
Now, is that a song?
That was a song by Mac Davis.
Okay.
You remember Mac Davis?
I do remember. In fact, I have at least 4 of his records in vinyl.
Mac Davis from Lubbock, Texas.
Okay.
And he wrote that song when he was leaving, I think. But he eventually came back to take care of his folks and died a few years back. But that's, of course, Lubbock, Texas is home of Buddy Holly. We just had the year the day the music died was just last week. And so Buddy's from here. We got the Buddy Holly Museum. Big music influence here in West Texas. The Buddy Holly influenced the Beatles. Waylon Jennings is from up the road, right? Mm-hmm.
And actually, he has a connection to Phoenix too.
Yeah,
so he's back and forth between those areas.
He's a traveling man.
Yep. And who else was influential to the Beatles? It was there were a couple other of those country singers that, in fact, the Beatles covered some of their music.
Oh wow!
Yeah, a couple of songs. So, hey, Art the Fart is here. Familiar with Art the Fart? No. Kenny? Art the Fart was in Gina's live stream, and Gina's friends with him, so that's a real channel.
I saw that channel name in the chat. No, that's a new channel to me.
So, hey, what's your temperature there in where you're at, Kenny?
The temperature at where I'm at right now, it is. Hang on a minute. Let's see here. Let me pull up that weather app here. It says it is 46 degrees and feels like 44.
44. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, because look at what time it is. What is it? 11 o'clock where you are?
Yeah, it's 11:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I'm at. So
I mean, it would be pretty cold right now, right? This would be one of the coldest times of day. So, hey,
Unpaved Explorer.
I was just gonna say, Unpaved Explorers here. Thanks for coming. So you're at 44. What are you at, Mike?
48.
48.
48. It was a warm day today. We got in the 60s today.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So somebody was saying that Texas is throwing out temperatures like lottery numbers because they're all over the place.
Yeah, that's true. It is true. You are not wrong. 2nd of January. So the 1st of January, that night it started snowing. We got about 2 inches of snow. The morning of January 2nd, that Arctic air moved in. We got down to 8, and the wind chill was -4. And then we had a slow warm up after that. And then just a couple days ago, a week ago, last Wednesday, we had another one of those. We got about 2 inches of snow, and we got down to -1.
Okay.
Yeah,
-1.
-1, and the high was like 16 or 17. So we got a taste of real deal winter. It usually doesn't last year. Of course, last year it did. Everybody heard about that, but
Right. So you
right.
didn't get it as bad. It wasn't as bad.
It was actually colder last week than the week long, actually the 10-day long outbreak last year in February.
Uh-huh.
But last year in February lasted 10 days. We were below freezing for over 10 days.
Wow. Then so you had ice
Yeah.
on the lake or on the pond or whatever it was right near you, right?
They call them playa lakes here.
Okay.
Playa means beach. So they're if you're from anywhere that has a lot of water, they're pretty sorry for lakes. They're not that big. They're kind of glorified ponds, but they froze over. Well, even last week they froze over, but it was thin ice last week. The 10-day freeze was enough. People were actually getting out on them, although they were encouraged not to.
Oh, really? So they were doing the ice skates, but
well, no ice skating is kind of, but they were out venturing out with their dogs
just on their
and stuff.
shoes.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
No one
Jessica
fell through.
Fitzwater's here. Wanted to say hi to Jessica.
Hey, Jessica.
Hey, Jessica.
And 70 there in Ponder. Is that what she says? 70 in Ponder. I'm not sure where Ponder is, but
we could ponder it.
Yes. You don't know that one?
I don't.
Okay.
But it was an opportunity for a pun. You don't pass those up.
Well, look at this. It's 40 in Florida. In like Canopy, Florida right now.
Nice.
My Canopy? I don't know how you pronounce that. But yeah, that's crazy. So just for everybody who doesn't know, Mike is actually, well, not only very interested in weather, but also at one time was a weatherman on television.
Yes.
So there's probably half the people that are here probably don't know that.
Yeah, and the other half don't care. But I'm just kidding. I wasn't a meteorologist, but I played one on TV kind of thing. So yeah, not a meteorologist, but I did have. It was fun. I got to present the weather, as it were, and that was probably the most fun job I've ever had, or tied for a couple others. But yeah. When I had my own radio show there in Tucson, was the other one.
Right, and that really
enjoyed that.
You had that for a while. That was going.
3-4 years. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I just wanted to ask, maybe Marshall. I just saw that you're still in here. If you could drop Mike's link, which is Mike Shaw TV, all one word, no uppercase, right? Just.
I think that'll get you there. Yeah.
Okay.
How does that work? YouTube.com/U or C or something /Mike Shaw TV, something like that.
Yeah. Hey, good night, Hope Bus. Thanks for coming.
Good night, Hope Bus.
Good night, Hope Bus.
The world needs more hope.
That's true.
Bus.
They actually they're a Canadian, and they've actually really been working on building out a bus, and that's what they call their bus is Hope. The name of the bus is Hope.
Yeah,
the Hope Bus,
and they're coming along well with it. They have a good series of where they've been from like start to finish, from where they've been working on building it out and stuff and things. They're not all the way finished with it yet, I don't believe. But
well, I don't think anybody ever is. You know what I mean? You're always
That's
changing
funny.
something.
All right.
Hey, Paul is looking up. Paul's a friend of mine from here in Tucson.
All right.
Hey, Paul is looking
Hey,
up.
Paul. What's up?
Yeah. He has a channel. He does time lapses on his channel. If anybody's interested in seeing
Oh, wow.
time lapses of clouds, and you probably would be because
I have a couple of those on my channel too.
It's kind of weather related.
Yeah, I have a couple of those that I shot in Oro Valley years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the biggest one has about 17 views.
Okay, Oro Valley, for those who don't know, is actually, I guess, a suburb of Tucson.
Yeah, I would call it that.
I mean, I guess
yeah.
that's what you would call it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a burb. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like Tanque Verde, where I'm at.
Right.
It's also a suburb of Tucson, not actually in the city.
Oro Valley is up the hill, as they call it.
Yeah.
It has a reputation for strict police enforcement.
Yeah.
They like to pull over speeders, although in their defense, they give out mostly warnings, but they like pulling people over. It's kind of visible, slows everyone else down.
I got a few warnings over there when I was a kid.
Did you?
Yeah. But just warnings. I never got a ticket over there.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
They will give you a ticket if you smart off to them.
Sure. Well, most will.
Yeah, exactly. So it was pretty funny. I was interviewing one of the captains, motorcycle cop, and he was talking about that. He's like, "Yeah, we'll give you a warning," and he goes, "Once in a while, someone will convince me to give him a ticket." It's like, okay, if you want to argue for a ticket, you're going to get one. But anyway, it's pretty funny. Yeah. So the Oro Valley, top 10 place to raise your kids in the country for a city that size. At least
I know the schools. Isn't Basis over there?
Yeah, Basis is there.
Yeah,
so
and that's a really good school.
That's a top 5 Arizona school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Oro Valley's got it going on. It was a great place to spend 15 years of my life. -1 today in Northern Ontario.
Yeah.
Is that Celsius? Because that
yeah, I know. I was wondering that myself.
That makes a big difference. If it's Celsius, that's only like 30, 29. But okay, I have a feeling it doesn't mean Celsius.
No, I think he probably. I don't know.
Well, then last week -42. You know what that is in Fahrenheit? -42. It's the same.
Okay. Oh, okay.
-40 they meet. They're the same at -40. So.
Oh, really?
-40 is -40. Either way. That's real deal cold. The coldest I've ever been in without wind chill is -13. And probably a lot of people watching have been in that kind of cold if they've been up north or, or certainly in Canada. It's really strange.
What's the coldest temperature you've been in when you've worn the sufficient clothes, but you've been with a girl who says, "I need your coat because I'm freezing," and then 17 for me.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I think mine's more in the 50s probably. Yeah.
Hey, Timmy Ray the King is here. Thanks for being here.
Timmy Ray the King.
The king is in the house.
He's in the house.
It's 37 in Joliet, Illinois. There's no noise in Illinois.
Okay, Bree says she needs a link for the panel, Mike Shaw TV. Need help. Okay, so what it is, I just looked it up, and it is capital M. It's Mike Shaw TV, all one word, capital M, capital S, capital TV.
Oh, really? Does the case matter? Okay.
I guess so. No, I don't know if it does matter, but that's what came up when I went into it. So,
but it is Mike Shaw TV.
All one word.
All one word. Right.
Yeah. So
that's where I am everywhere. That's where I am on Twitter. That's who I am on Facebook. That's who I am on Instagram. Mike Shaw TV.
I am fit for expedition, but I have fun seekers on my Instagram.
Oh, that's fun.
I have a question for everybody in the chat. Do you think I should add fun seekers to my channel name? Kenny, what do you think?
Fun seekers to your channel?
2 words, because the one word, nobody's going to look up fun seekers as one word. But 2 words, fun and seekers, it could, I don't know. It's possible.
Yes.
Yes, you think I should?
Yeah, fun-seeking missiles.
But
like instead of heat-seeking missiles.
that would be a whole nother channel, right?
That'd be your second channel. That could be your military channel.
Yeah,
You've explored some of those silos out there, though, right?
Yes, I have. Well,
you have those
I've
on your
only been
channel.
able to find one that you can actually get to.
Yeah. Okay.
I've gone looking for other ones, but I've not found it. Okay, there. It looks like you're up there now.
Yep.
So cool.
Thank you,
Bree.
TGIF.
Yes, that's Bree.
Hi, Bree.
She's awesome.
Thank you, Bree.
Yeah.
She has a wrench.
She has a wrench. Yes.
Yeah, she does.
Yes.
Yes. So she has power.
She does have power.
Be nice to Bree.
Okay. Now that's what I was thinking, Linda. Fun-seeking missile.
Oh.
Porn
That's
channel.
not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
That's
my other channel. My other channel
military.
Is Jesus is coming home. Jesus is coming soon is my other channel. So
right,
please.
I know. But that's why when you said military channel, then I was like,
yes.
Okay,
yes.
That's okay.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. That's
okay. So fun secret it is, Linda. It's kind of funny. Yeah, fun secret. I like that. I like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and you got a new sub here from Jim,
right
your
on.
fellow Texan.
Totally relaxed.
Yes. And Bree says, "Be nice to her."
Right.
Nice
with
Bree.
Bree's got Mount Rainier on there. That's a very nice
where
shot
are
of
you,
Mount.
Bree?
Very nice shot of Mount Rainier. Well, obviously in Washington State, the Evergreen State.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Now you're from Oregon.
Oregon. I grew up in Oregon. That's correct. Little town called Canby.
Canby.
Mm-hmm.
Originally from Oregon, or?
I was born in Compton.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that.
Yeah.
City of Compton. Yep, that's your hometown.
I was straight out of Compton and lived in Lawndale, and then we moved to Oregon when I was 8.
Yeah.
So when I was in 3rd grade, we moved up to Oregon. So that's where I grew up. Yeah.
I forgot you were from Compton. Hey,
mm-hmm.
Tim from Time for Exploring is here. Thanks for being here, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
And he says hello to you, both of you. So.
Fit for fun, seeking expedition, River Styx Van Life says.
Fit for fun.
Seeking expedition. Fit for fun, seeking.
But I'm already fit for expedition. Oh, I see. And maybe add the fit for fun, seeking.
Maybe. It's an idea.
Expedition is already monetized, so I really.
Hey, Mike, Southern California. That's right.
Oh, RV Grandma.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, RV Grandma. I actually met her in Courtside as well.
You did?
I believe so. At the Glorious.
Well, there was traveling. I didn't meet RV Grandma. I bet.
Glorious Life on Wheels, I believe.
Oh, okay. I didn't go to that.
I believe. I do remember.
So Fairy Dust is excited about Southern California and the city of Compton.
Yeah.
Now didn't Fairy Dust
live in California?
Didn't Fairy Dust smoke me in trivia a couple months ago in here?
Probably.
I think she did.
Oh, okay. This is what I was wondering, Kenny.
Uh-huh.
Probably Traveling Granny. So Tracy.
Okay.
Traveling Granny.
I know that there was another one. There was another one because I've got there was somebody that was a grandma. Their channel name because she gave me one of her stickers.
Oh, really? Okay, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know. It was at the Glorious Life on Wheels meetup, but I can't remember who it was.
So I got a question for the man on the screen now talking about the state of Oregon. Sorry, my camera's in the way.
Okay, and the question is, how far are you from Portland, Oregon? Were you from Portland, Oregon?
Right.
Because you used to have family there, but they passed away now.
Oh, okay. Well, Canby was 22 miles from south of Portland. It's about halfway between Portland and Salem, but a little closer to Portland. And I think right now I'm 1,600 miles from Portland.
Well, now you are. Yeah.
Yes, now I am.
But how far were you when you were in Canby?
22 miles.
22 miles.
Yes.
So you were in Portland. I mean,
well, no, there was a
Portland,
gap, right? So Oregon City to Canby was about 9 miles.
okay.
And there's a highway that runs through basalt there. It's kind of a natural dam of sorts. It certainly would dam the cold air, so we wouldn't get. We were kind of warmer in Canby than Portland, and I don't know this. They didn't have. Now it's more run together from Portland, but back then it was Portland to about Oregon City, and then there was a gap to get to us.
Okay.
We were kind of out in the country a little bit.
Now Portland's a bigger town now than it was then.
It is, and Canby is too. When we moved to Canby, it was 1,200 people, so it's tiny in 71. Now it's over 20,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you moved to Portland. Why did you guys move to Canby?
So my dad put himself through school and became a CPA. And his CPA firm that he worked for in LA transferred him up to Oregon, to Portland.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then, because I was wondering actually if it was because your dad was getting a job with the Trailblazers.
That came later.
Work for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, that came later. He and a friend started their own CPA shop. And then after a couple of years, he got a job as a controller at a machinery shop and did that for years. But through the years, he made connections. And actually, someone that he knew was working for the Blazers thought of my dad immediately when they built the Rose Garden. And so they hired my dad to help build the Rose Garden. And if you go to the Rose Garden to like a Blazer game or something, if you go around the side, there's a plaque, about 50 names on it. Thank you to, and my dad's name's on there. It's really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So any thoughts on Portland nowadays?
I've got some relatives around Portland. So I've got a sister in Oregon City area, another sister Gresham area. I've got a brother in Vancouver, Washington, which is right across the Columbia. And I've got another brother down south of Canby in the Willamette Valley. So, yeah.
I like that Vancouver area. That's really nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really upset at this COVID thing because I was going to go see my dad and my, 40th? It was, I'm trying to think if it was 40th. Yeah, it was the 40th high school reunion. Are you kidding me? So my 40th high school reunion. And so I was going to go up there. My son was coming too. My son's 32. How does this happen?
Wait, so go back to don't get old. Is that what?
Yes.
And they don't listen. Yeah.
And they don't listen. So, but 3 days before the flight that weekend, I was with someone who ended up having COVID, and my son was with someone who ended up having COVID. So we ended up not going. Just my dad's older. If I'm 59, he's older than that. He's old enough to be my dad even. So
wow, okay.
Yeah, right, crazy. So we decided not to go at the abundance of caution. So I missed my 40th high school reunion, which I haven't been to any of them. So that would have been fun. And then of course to see family. So I missed out. But
yeah.
Dad moved to Montana now. So
your dad's in Montana?
Mm-hmm.
Because he was in Yuma, wasn't he?
He was in Yuma, yeah. That was great. That was great because then my brothers and sisters would go to visit my dad in Yuma, and I just drive over from Tucson for the weekend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And what is it, like 4 hours or less?
Yeah. It was 3. It was 3, I think, exactly.
3 hours? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that worked out for you. Yeah.
Perfect. Definitely. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Bree wants to know how many waterfalls in Oregon. Are you looking it up?
No, I'm catching up on the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know, a bazillion?
A bazillion. Okay, perfect. That's the answer.
Okay, so no, but hang on. So Multnomah Falls is the most famous one. It's in the Columbia River Gorge. It's the 4th highest in North America, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty famous waterfall.
I've
I
heard
don't
of
know
it.
how many waterfalls there are. There are so many. Even in the gorge on the Oregon side, there's just probably hundreds. But now another really cool place, you could Google this, Silver Creek Falls, outside of Silverton. And the way that the creek is carved out, like the water, you can walk behind the waterfalls. They actually have a very um, modern trail, so it's like concrete, so you
Uh-huh.
can walk behind the waterfalls. So it's a neat place. They have a
That's
few of
cool.
those waterfalls that, yeah,
That's
walk
cool.
behind them. Silver Creek Falls.
Uh-huh.
And some years Multnomah Falls freezes, and so people take their ice picks and climb it and stuff.
But they don't stick gum to the walls, right?
They don't what?
They don't stick gum to the walls, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
They'll
Where's
arrest you for
that?
that.
Is that in Seattle? Not Portland. Gum wall.
Jubits I've not been to, so no.
Okay.
You've got so I left Oregon in 1984 when I was 21 to seek fortune and fame. That did not work out, but I went to Roswell, New Mexico, to start my broadcasting career, and I was fishing with a friend, and I was kind of a loser at the time. I ended up not going to college because I was partying too much. And so I was 21 years old, part-time dishwasher, and I'm fishing with my friend, and he's like, I'm moving to Roswell. I'm like, where's that? And I was like, do they have radio stations? Do they have TV stations? He's like, yeah, 50,000 people. I'm like, when do we leave? Because I knew I needed to start in a small town because I took,
Sure.
yeah, I did 3 years of speech in high school. Actually went to state in radio commentary, and knew that's what I wanted to do. And I knew that I needed to start in a small town. So I moved to Roswell. This was before anybody knew about the aliens. So kind of worked my way up. I talked myself into my first radio job and did that part-time, then full-time, then music director, then TV production, then photographer, news photographer, then reporter, then the reporter backing up the weatherman, and then the weatherman. So all of that took about, I don't know, almost 10 years.
But that's pretty quick, I think.
Yeah,
Actually.
well, it's a small town, so you're in a very small market. So the cool thing about a small market is you get an opportunity to do a lot of things because there's just a few people working, So
Yeah.
it's like, hey, so and so quit, so you've got to do it. Okay.
Yeah. Hey. Art the Fart has turned in. I guess that was a few minutes ago. I missed that.
Oh, sorry, Art.
Have a great night. And I saw that Mike's here, right? Beach Please.
Yeah, when you see Beach Please in the chat, that's usually Mike. Now,
right.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, man.
Hey, Mike, cool first name. I use that joke every time.
Okay, now you guys played trivia against each other, and it was it Italian food or pizza or
can't remember.
Something like that.
So he got there late, I think, and caught up to everybody and passed us. Yeah. I remember. That's right. Yeah. Embarrassing.
Now we haven't been doing trivia lately, although I was thinking about doing 10 questions, and I haven't talked to Kenny, or maybe I did talk to you about this after the show last couple weeks ago. I was thinking about doing 10 questions and try and do it in the first 30 minutes and then have a guest 30 minutes in. So what do you guys think of that idea? And also, what was everybody in the chat think of that idea? 30 minutes might be kind of quick for the 10 questions, might be 40 minutes, but
it's a nice goal.
Yeah, right.
You'll never hit it.
Right.
You got to think, if you 30 minutes for 10 questions is 3 minutes a question. You think?
It's possible. So. It's possible. We just have to rattle it off.
You'd have to be very disciplined. Very disciplined.
Right, Kenny? We just have to go boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
To get through it.
So Destinations Delight. Wow, Oregon sounds amazing. I can't wait for next year. My daughter and I are going to hit the road and travel and see what is out there. Can't wait.
Cool.
So Oregon is amazing. So the
Okay.
Willamette Valley, especially you get down to Canby South on Highway 99E, lots of antique shops. So if you like it, if you like antiques,
Okay.
of course, Oregon City RV. Grandma's talking about Oregon City. They have a waterfall there on the Willamette River. The Willamette River is a pretty big river, and they have a couple paper mills on the waterfalls there, Willamette Falls. And I did not know they were going to tear one of those down, maybe both of those, and build businesses and malls. That might be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Actually, that
Okay.
might be kind of cool. Yeah.
Like repurpose or something, maybe some of that.
Right.
Okay, let me ask Kenny here. What do you think? Think we can rattle off 10 questions in 30 minutes, Kenny?
Possibly. I don't know.
Nope.
But Fairy Dust, I also met with Travel Grandma. There's a channel called Travel Grandma.
Not Traveling Granny?
Well, I met with her as well, but there's
Okay.
also a channel called Travel Grandma because
Okay.
I have her sticker. I have her sticker right over here, and I met her. I met her at the Glorious Life on Wheels meetup in Quartzsite.
Okay. Yeah, I just did a video on Traveling Granny's camping setup on my channel. Just was released on, what's today? Wednesday, Tuesday, yesterday. Yeah. So our Tiny Acres, thank you for coming. And
Silver Creek Falls. There you go.
Yeah.
Silver Creek's
Falls.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can walk behind it. Did I mention that?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
And,
yeah.
And there's another vote for
Silver Creek.
Silver Creek.
Trail of 10 Falls. We were there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And did you guys do a video of that? I'm talking to Mike, but I'm talking to Mike of Beach Please. I'm wondering if I actually watched that video. I think I did. What are you laughing at?
Well, because you have to clarify which mic and who did a video. It struck me as funny. I don't know why. In fourth grade, there were 4 mics in my class.
Yeah.
Yeah. We worked it out. It was fine.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
You don't hold any animosity at you being Mike 4? You're okay with that?
No animosity.
Sahali Falls.
Not familiar.
By Eugene.
Down by Eugene.
Eugene.
U of O.
I spent a few minutes in Oregon, and when I say that, I mean I actually pulled in to the state on the way to Canada.
There you go.
At like 8:00 at night.
Got some gas.
Yeah, got a hotel
Someone else
room,
had to pump it.
Slept until like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And then got up and got back on the road and really didn't see anything.
So Interstate 5 through Washington right up to BC.
I actually went to Seattle. I spent a few days in Seattle.
Oh, okay,
yeah, and on the way to Canada. But
all those years living in near Portland, I really never spent much time in Seattle.
No. I liked Seattle. I liked the music scene there. That was pretty cool. Going to see bands there.
Well, it's funny because I'm wearing my flannel right now. So I was working in Roswell, and I was doing the weather, and it was Roswell. Was it Roswell? I'm trying to think now. It was here, or was it here? I'm not even sure now. I think it was Roswell. So anyway, I come into work, and I'm wearing it was after work. We were going to go out for drinks or something, and I was wearing my flannel shirt, my jeans, and my hiking boots. And our photographer, who is a musician, he goes, "Nice grunge look," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is what we wear in Oregon." But all those grunge bands from Seattle, that's how they dressed. So yeah. So I wasn't trying to be grunge. It's just how I dressed.
It's just a flannel shirt.
That's just a flannel shirt.
And then, for some reason,
then we busted out into some Spoon Man by Soundgarden, and it was
we were wearing flannel shirts in the late 70s. Yes. I mean, that was just like a common, normal thing to wear. Yeah. Yes. So
it's true.
And then all of a sudden it became grunge, and now we were the predecessors to the grunge look.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about that.
Yeah, and we had holes in our jeans, and
Oh yeah.
Then people used to pay extra for holes in their jeans.
They still do.
I guess they do. Now
Yeah,
they're cuts, I guess. I don't know.
yeah,
It's weird.
cuts, exactly.
Yeah, like cuts, How would
Hey,
you like that job? What's your job? Oh, I make cuts into jeans.
I guess some people do it themselves and, for their own
Why
creative,
not?
artistic look,
Save
but
$50. Do it yourself.
yeah. So, Kenny, Timmy Ray the King asks, do you think that you'll ever meet him in person?
Good possibility, brother. I don't know.
Where's Timmy Ray at?
He's in Louisiana.
So, well, I guess that is pretty far. You guys aren't
He's
that
in.
close.
If I remember right, he's in.
Are you talking about Timmy Ray the King?
Yeah, he's in Louisiana.
He has 15 chicken gizzards, and he's offering to share.
I like chicken.
I mean, they're fine. They're kind of chewy. Have you
Yeah,
ever had
that's
chicken
okay.
gizzards?
I love them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
chicken livers.
Yeah,
Chicken heart's not bad.
That's my kind of eating as well. So.
Yeah. I'm into that. I'm down.
into
Chicken
that too,
gizzards.
so.
Now, chicken gizzards. Kenny only likes them with avocado and mayonnaise, though.
No,
Right, Kenny?
that ain't gonna happen.
Right, yes. Ooh, totally relaxed talking about Pendleton, Oregon. They have the famous rodeo there, and also wild horse chasing or wild horse casino. I don't know why I read chasing. So they have a casino there. There's casinos everywhere these days, but sounds like a good one. Pendleton also has the Pendleton Roundup, which is a famous rodeo. Now, the thing about Oregon is if you get to the eastern side of the Cascades, and Pendleton's more on the Columbia River, but you get on the eastern side of the Cascades, it's high desert, and no one lives there. A bunch of cows and wheat farms. But Bend, Oregon, is just gorgeous, and you can see the Three Sisters, Mount Bachelor, Mount Timothy, I think, Mount Jefferson, Mount Hood. They have a resort there into the Seven Mountains.
Uh-huh.
So it's just a neat place. So, yeah, Oregon's awesome. Yeah.
I think I would like Oregon to visit, but it wouldn't be my kind of thing because I'd probably freeze to death. Even at this meetup from last couple of weeks, it was getting down into the upper 40s, and I'm like, I'm shivering, and I've got 4 layers on, and when the sun goes down, I can't. I have a hard time standing it. So Paul is asking, how about our local falls? He's talking about in Tucson, Seven Falls in Lower Bear Canyon, and Mike, you know Seven Falls.
They do,
right?
Yeah, I never hiked there though.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I always hiked on my end of town. So
that's true.
I was hiking Catalina State Park, and I can't remember the name of it now. Linda Vista Trail, which led up to Push Peak. So I used to climb up Push Peak. Never stop wearing flannels. I agree. You know where I got this?
Where?
I went to a pastor's conference in Colorado, and there was a guy wearing the same thing. Yeah, I got this at Costco.
Okay.
And he worked at Costco, and he had one too.
But you didn't work at Costco.
I did not.
He worked at Costco.
I had to pay for mine.
Yeah.
I think he paid for his.
He probably paid for his too.
I think he probably did.
Yeah, he probably got a discount on it. That's all.
Yeah,
so
probably.
They were in the 60s in Salem today.
Nice.
Today. Yeah.
Very, very warm. I mean, pleasant. This time of year, yeah. I mean,
I'd probably be wearing a coat.
Here's the thing. It's a wet cold, and that's a thing. So
I know.
So this was one night in Roswell. I was helping a friend move the day before I was traveling to Oregon for a visit. It was 20 degrees, and we're loading up cars and moving, and it took us till midnight, and it was cold. It was 20 degrees. Got to Oregon next day, and I used to smoke back then, so I went outside in the morning to smoke. It was 33, and there was dew on everything, and I was freezing. It was a big
Really?
difference. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it was a wet cold. You got the dry heat, you got the wet cold.
Hey, Ron, they're all
Yeah.
adventures.
I was just gonna say, Ron's here, and he says it was 78 there today, and he's in Texas, right? Where's he at?
He's in Texas. That's where he's
Yeah.
at. He's
Austin
Where
or
at in
something?
Texas?
Austin, San Antonio,
I can't remember what part. I can't
Corpus
remember.
Christi.
He said what part, but I can't remember what part.
He could be in Portland,
Texas?
Portland, Texas, right by Corpus Christi.
Oh, okay.
He could be in San Diego, Texas, down near Alice.
Waco.
He could be in Italy,
He says
Texas.
Waco.
He could be in
Waco.
Paris, Texas.
He said Waco. He answered already.
He could be in Miami, which is spelled like Miami. He could be in Waco. Oh, Waco, yeah. Stop. Sorry.
So Bernays says it was 89 in California today. 89.
Where are you, Barstow or something?
She's in California.
Yeah, but I can't remember where in California. I thought
She was talking to. She was putting thumbs up with Compton, all in caps. I wonder if she's.
Yeah, but that's because I think she said she had a cousin in Compton or something.
I wonder if she's
Or
like
cousins.
at Riverside. You get to Riverside, East LA, east of LA, out in the deserts. It does get hotter out there. Maybe Needles, Barstow.
I don't know.
Maybe she'll tell us.
Yeah, maybe she'll tell us.
Maybe she'll tell us.
I guess
we're on a delay.
Army Grandma says east side of Washington, low humidity.
Exactly right. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You get on the other side of the Cascades. Colder in the winter, hotter in summer, high desert, and still beautiful. Eastern Washington's really cool because you have the Columbia River when it's smaller coming down through Eastern Washington, and then it makes the border from Oregon and Washington gets really big. So yeah, some pretty neat places in Eastern Washington. Moses Lake comes to mind for some reason.
I've heard of
that.
Yeah. So
Moses Lake.
Bernays
Spokane, of course.
Bernays says by Arcadia.
Oh, where's Arcadia?
Yeah, now can you tell us where Arcadia is?
Yeah, find out where Arcadia. What's Arcadia by?
Oh, her cousins are in Salem and Woodburn, Oregon. Oh, Tom Varner's here from
Woodburn. We used to play Woodburn in football.
TV land.
Woodburn's right down the road from Canby. We used to play them in football.
Oh, really?
And track and stuff. Whatever else you might play in sports back in the day.
Sports kind of things. Okay.
Salem, Woodburn, Oregon. Yeah. Yep.
Hey, you played football in high school, right?
I did. And we used to play Woodburn. Did I mention that? And I was a running back and a corner and safety mostly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you never got to college level or anything, huh?
No, never made the big time.
Yeah.
So Greg, because we've been friends a long time, and we used to hang out in person. I am 5'5", so
yeah.
When
I played Kenny, though. You're taller
when
than
I played
Kenny.
yeah, okay, I didn't know that. But you could, it's funny because when I was playing football, I'd get in the huddle and my head would come. The top of my helmet was at the shoulder pads of everybody else, so it probably wasn't going to make it was not going to play at a D1 school. Let's put it that way.
Well, okay, you say that, but I don't know if you remember a guy named Eric Bieniemy. He actually got to the NFL.
Yeah.
He played for Colorado, and he was only like 5'3", 5'4".
Okay. Yeah. And then Darren Sproles.
Yeah.
Darren Sproles played at K-State and had a long career in the NFL. But those guys they were probably faster than me. I mean, right. I was fast, but yeah.
And, legs, just massive muscle in their legs. And,
yeah.
Just built differently. But, the kick on him, though, is his hands were small. So he did fumble, not a ton.
Yeah, fumble
but,
the ball.
You can't fumble at all.
And especially now.
He did.
Especially now, they're taught to rip the ball out.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be tough. My hands are huge.
Wow, that is big. I know, because look at mine. They're really small.
Yeah, really small.
So Mike says it was 89 today in Temecula, in Southern California.
an hour from Arcadia. So now we're getting to know the terrain now. So
Yeah, we're starting to figure out where everyone's at now.
Yeah, is that the lower deserts, the high deserts?
We'll be right over. Wait, I don't know.
Yes. I think I've been through Temecula or close. I don't know. It's been a minute.
This is interesting. My daughter plays high school football.
Woo!
Wide receiver
and a safety. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's probably faster than you were.
Mm-hmm. So if she caught the ball, the ball, I'd have to, I mean, that's part of the game. She would love that, though. So.
Here's a question. Was Mr. Garrison your coach, Mike?
Oh, my gosh, yes. What the heck? Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Coach Garrison.
Yeah, because Tom Varner said, isn't Mr. Garrison the teacher and former president on South Park? Which is also true.
I did not know that.
That too.
Oh my gosh. I haven't watched South Park in forever.
Yeah. You know what? How many years has South Park been on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mr. Garrison was our coach.
How many years has South Park been on?
Well, at least 25, because I haven't, at least 20, at least since 99, I think this is the last time I saw South Park.
I've probably seen it since then.
So what's that, 23 years?
I'm looking it up.
20 years ago is the last time, I think remember when that movie came out, the South Park movie?
Well, 24 years. 24 years.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was close.
Sweet. He was a great guy. My husband grew up across the street from Mr. Garrison. Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
That's funny because I didn't expect it to be.
Sorry, wrong. That's a small world.
Yeah.
It's
almost as small as my hands.
Yes. Much smaller than my hands.
Yes.
Oh, that's craziness. Yeah. Coach Garrison was awesome. He turned the program around. We were terrible, and then he showed up.
Really?
Canby became the year after I graduated, they went to state. Or the year after that. But right behind us, he built that program up fast.
Yeah.
My class was not that great. But I think
neither was mine.
My freshman team, I think we won 2 games. It was not fun, but I had fun. So I enjoyed football a lot.
That's the important thing.
And track was my other. I ran I was a 4-year track letterman and ran varsity 100 my freshman year a couple times. So
yeah,
cool. That was pretty cool. We went to state in the 4x100 my sophomore year.
Deborah on the Go says made 60 degrees for 5 minutes in Central Florida. Sunny day. 0 humidity though.
That's what
it's Central Florida, but still.
Yeah. Central Florida, that's Orlando, right? That's the only thing.
But if it's really Central Florida, then it's actually would be more inland.
Lake Okeechobee.
Is that what it is?
Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Lake Okeechobee.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody can correct you in the chat.
Right.
No, I don't know how they could do that. I don't
know
how
the big lake they call Gitchaguni. From the Chippewa on down. I don't know.
Hey Kenny, when we were watching Ray's live stream earlier,
yes,
were you worried that he was going to challenge you to eat some
Inverness
guacamole toast, some avocado toast?
I was going to say avocado toast. Yeah. I was like, and you saw my comments in the chat. Yuck.
Yeah. Well, I asked him if he was challenging you, but he didn't answer me.
How do you say that? Inverness.
Inverness.
Inverness. Inverness.
I don't know.
Inverness. I don't know.
I don't know. So let me ask you, what do you have new on your channel, Mike? I know you have a couple channels.
Yeah. So the Jesus is coming soon. I got to do more content. So I shot a video for that last summer and still haven't edited it. So that's laziness right there.
That's a
But
little behind.
I want to get to the point where I'm doing like devotionals pretty often in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't even started that. On my goof off channel, the Mike Shaw TV channel. I've done a couple videos on tech. So there's a video on my Google Pixel 6 Pro, and because I'm really into phones and stuff. So my webcam is actually an iPhone 13 mini, which I think it looks great because it's an iPhone 13 mini. So I use that for my webcam. And then I have the Pixel 4a here, and I really want the S22 Ultra because I used to have all the Note phones. So I do some tech on there, and then also some weather stuff. So I've got some videos from last year's cold outbreak, and I've got some videos from last week's cold outbreak. So
okay,
pretty
cool.
boring stuff. Yeah,
that doesn't sound that boring. I'm gonna have to check that out though.
Okay,
because I'm interested in seeing and actually, when I was putting the tags together for this live stream, the weather in Texas is not. It's not super high ranking, but it's a pretty high ranking tag. Snow in Texas. So
yeah, well,
it probably would have been higher last year, but
yes, yeah, and there's two reasons for that. I mean, we have great weather here. It's all over the place. So, depending on what you like, and the other thing is, Texas is so dang big.
Yeah.
From where I live in Lubbock to Houston is a 10.5 hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
All in Texas.
And that's the way you drive.
Yes. You're right. You're right about that. So yes, if you drive fast across Texas, it's 10.5 hours to get from Lubbock to Houston. So excuse me.
Yeah. Paul says your iPhone video streaming looks good. Yep. So how many videos do you have on your channel then?
What's that?
How many videos? You have a lot of videos on your channel, don't you?
I do. I started that channel a long time ago. So, I'll do 2 or 3 videos in a week, and then I won't do anything for 3 months. So it's not like I'm trying to grow it or anything. That may change.
Okay. If anybody wants to check out some funny stuff, though, Mike also has another channel that he doesn't promote apparently.
I don't know if I can log in anymore. The short for
ordinary.
Yeah.
And there's some funny stuff on there from your old newscasting days.
So I'm an idiot, dude, and you know that because you know me.
No, you're not.
That short for ordinary YouTube video channel I started in 2009. And as you know, some political videos on there that really blew up, that went viral. That channel has 1 million views.
Really?
Short for ordinary has 1 million views.
You dropped the ball on that, didn't you?
I dropped the ball on that.
Although I don't know, could you monetize that? Some of that is newscasting stuff.
Back then, monetizing was just starting. It
was easier too. A lot easier to get monetized.
And I could have stuck with it.
Yeah.
So I could have had a V8 or something.
You could have.
So, it's okay. I moved on to other things, and that was fun too. Some fun adventures all through.
Well, I think we all kick ourselves, not all of us, but a lot of us, we go back and we look at when we started. And if we'd have been putting two videos out a week or whatever, live streaming a video out every week, it would be much bigger now. It's just, no matter what the channel is, it would be much bigger because you would have been more consistent. That's true. I put out 2 videos 3 years ago, and I never looked at my channel again. And then I saw that they were at over 1,000 views. So I was like, I better start doing this. You know what I mean? I haven't even worked on it.
Yeah, right.
Getting views. So now I can't get 1,000 views on anything.
Well, you have 1,000 subs. Are you monetized yet? Did they approve that yet? Or?
Yeah.
Nice.
but if anybody wants to watch any of my edited videos, I wouldn't mind. That would be great.
Right.
But I'm at like 1.31 or something like that thousand.
Nice.
I don't know exactly, something like that.
Yeah.
And Kenny's got his subs and his hours, but he's not going to monetize. So, right, you decided you're not going to do it.
You're
right,
not
Kenny?
going to monetize?
No.
No, he's not the only one. I mean, Ray, I don't know if Ray's still here, but he's got all his too, and he's not monetized.
How about like if Goodyear Tire approaches you and says, "Hey, can you promote our tires and we'll give you money?"
You don't have to go through monetization for that, though. You could just have
No.
commercials for Goodyear tires on your
me.
videos.
That's for me if you have like a sponsor.
Yeah, well, that's different. Oh, that's different because then you'd make enough money that it would be worth doing, right, Kenny? It's like it has to be a lot of money. That's all to make it worth it.
Yeah, it's because where YouTube takes like 45, it takes like 45% of every super chat that is sent.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's and you have to go through and you have to pay. And from what I understand from other monetized channels, they tell me you have to pay tax after tax on every super chat that is sent as well.
Oh, sure. Yep.
And yeah, and
but don't worry, they're only paying you a nickel a day, so it really doesn't matter.
And like I've said many times, I'm the type of person, if I'm going to give somebody $5, I want that channel to have the whole $5.
Yeah, you'd rather try and find a way to give it straight to them.
Yeah.
Hey, Amy's here. Thanks, Amy, for coming.
Yeah, Mike says I dropped their gray poupon on that one.
What?
Dropped the gray poupon.
I'm missing something.
Do you remember the commercials? Pardon me. Do you?
No, I know the commercials. Oh, there we go. I'm looking for the comment. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Gray poupon. Yeah, I remember the commercials. The gray poupon commercials.
I could have been in the limo with the gray poupon.
Yeah. That's a good question for Mike Beach, please.
Yeah.
Did you guys start your channel and then just kind of lackluster start it and then look at the numbers and go, oh, well, we should get more serious about this because they're monetized, and I think you're monetized. I know you have enough subscribers, but
yeah,
I'm pretty sure you're monetized because you get a lot of viewers on your live streams. But
because they're fun.
They are fun. Have you been?
I have.
Yeah, they're funny.
Yeah, they're fun and they're funny.
And Kenny's and
people like that. If you want to be entertained, you should be entertained by people who are entertaining.
That would be good.
Beach Please falls right into that category.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I know. Look at they're wearing sailors hats or whatever those are.
They're captain's hats, right?
What? I'm sorry.
They're captain's hats, I think. Right?
Captain's hats. They're captains. I mean, you're in for real fun and entertainment when there's captain's hats.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kenny.
I was waiting for him to get through talking.
You'll never get a word in if you do
that. I look forward to the day that I get to meet Beach Please in person.
Yeah.
I love that couple.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go on a cruise to meet them, though, right?
Yeah, meet you in Jamaica, man. Come on.
Okay, so no, they didn't do that. They started. They're still going the same way they started, I guess. So.
Oh, okay. They had a plan the whole time.
Yeah, I never had a plan.
And they tried to stay consistent, and their growth was slow but steady.
Mm-hmm.
And then, do you reach a point where it's a tipping point, and then it just takes off?
No, I haven't.
I got spoiled. My very first video on YouTube ever got 40,000 views.
That is spoiled.
That was that Short for Ordinary channel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had no idea at the time. Had no idea what I had.
Yeah, because you could have even just changed the name on that channel
to
whatever you wanted it to be.
You don't have to change the name. People would accept Short for Ordinary.
No, I like that. I like that name. Yeah. So
because I'm short and my middle name is Ord. My dad's first name is Ord, and people are like Ord, and he goes short for ordinary, and so that's the name's in honor of my dad.
You didn't tell him. I never heard you say that.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, that's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny, what do you got? What do you got new on yours?
Well, I'm gonna have a premiere video coming out this Friday.
Okay.
At 2:29 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be about where I was staying at a hotel in North Carolina near the Charlotte airport. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Did you do any kind of review on the hotel that you stayed at in Blythe? I know it would have been a bad one.
Camp Goer One's got some video footage of that.
Okay. Okay.
She was actually going to report them to the business bureau for me because
Yeah. Yeah, it sounded like you had some tough times there.
With the way that they were treating their customers and stuff and their people. I would not ever. I wouldn't even want my own dog staying in there. I mean, it's
well. I can accept a little bit worse accommodation for myself than my dog. So,
That's true. Greg is
personally,
like dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not a very good hotel experience.
Yeah. Hey, Destinations Delight is calling it a night.
Good night.
So you have a great night.
Delight. Have a good night, Crystal.
And we're actually winding down pretty much here too. And I just wanted to put this. Oh, Box Van D is here. Thanks for coming, D. You just got here. We're probably winding down in about
Mike's
5 minutes
leaving.
or so.
Good night, Mike.
Oh, Beach Please. Okay. Good night, Mike. Thanks for coming.
Good night, Mike from Beach Please.
Time for Exploring makes a good point though about California. It takes 2 days to drive north to south, so that's a good.
Oh
point.
yeah, and he's north. He's north, so yeah.
Yeah. I remember I picked my brother up in San Diego, and we stopped in Redding to spend the night before we went the rest of the way. So yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Ron Darrell if he's still in here, if he's going live tonight, because I know he's been going live.
He usually does
after my live stream.
He
So
just went live. I just got a notification.
Oh, he did? All right. Well, maybe we should probably go. Should probably go ahead and raid.
Let me go ahead and get the.
I didn't realize it was after 11 already.
Yeah. I know. I was trying to end it at 11.
You
but
started asking people what's new on their channel. I finally took a clue. It's like, oh, he's winding this down. I look at this. It's after 11 o'clock. How'd that happen? My gosh.
I wanted to mention something for myself. I'm actually on my Instagram, which I said it was Fit for Expedition at Fun Seekers, or Fit for Expedition Fun Seekers. I'm at 1,997 or something, and it keeps going back from 95 to 97, 95 to 97, and this has been going on for about 2 weeks. So if anybody isn't following me on Instagram,
I think you're on your way. Because you said the exact same thing to me when you were at 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yep, they did the same
thing. You were
thing.
like, it was 1,003, then it's 993, then it's
well, the same thing happened to Kenny too.
Kenny. You kept crossing the line back and forth. And no,
your subscriber count when you got it to 1,000, it kept going like up and down, up and down.
Yeah, well, we're still doing that number. The other day, I had like 1,051 when I went to bed, and I woke up the next morning, went all the way back down to 1,041.
Yeah. RV Grandma's asking where your YouTube channel is.
Yeah, Mike Shaw TV.
And it's all one word, Mike Shaw TV.
Mike
And if
Shaw
you,
TV.
that's how I get to it. So,
Yeah.
I don't know if I know Kenny's over here working hard trying to get to the live stream, but if I
Yes.
don't know if Bree's still here. If Bree's still here, maybe she could drop the link again for your channel.
Just
If
it's
not,
after midnight for River Styx.
okay.
Let's see.
But if not, perhaps Kenny, if you wouldn't mind trying to find
Yeah.
his channel after you.
Yeah,
after
time
you
for
put the link.
exploring Mike Shaw
There's
TV on YouTube,
Rondel's.
on Instagram, on Twitter, and Facebook too.
Okay.
Sorry, Kenny.
There's Rondel's live right there.
Okay. So you dropped that link?
Right there. Pip Expedition Read to Rondell.
Okay. I still don't see it, but there we go. All right. And then can you, if you don't mind, could you look up Mike Shaw TV, one word?
Mike Shaw TV, one word.
Yeah. And drop the link for him. And then we'll go ahead and head over and raid Ron Darrell's. And I know Mike's probably not going to be there with us because it's late and you got to go to work early in the morning. Right?
I've been going to bed 9:30 lately, so
yeah,
it's way past my bedtime. This is good though. It'll reset my clock a little later.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Brene says she's already connected to your channel. So
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Neat. Well, we'll see if the content if they stay.
Well, not only that, but sometimes people subscribe to a channel, even if you watch a video or two, even if you leave a comment or two, and they'll still unsubscribe you.
Helps with the count.
I found out I was unsubscribed from Victoria May Life Unfiltered today.
Really?
When I went to her, and you know I'm on her channel all the time.
Right.
And I went over to her channel, and the subscribe button was solid red.
Right. Yeah.
How weird.
I don't know why they do that, but so did you find his channel?
It's bots. Just blame everything on bots.
It's not though. That's not.
No, I don't know. I don't just blame it on bots. I don't know. I blame everything on solar flares. You don't have any responsibility for anything. It's a solar flare.
There it is. All right, so that's Mike's channel. We're gonna go over to Ron Darrell's live stream, and I'll come over there and hang out for a little bit, and I'm sure Kenny will too. And I don't know about Mike.
It's a raid. Yeah, I might.
Let me.
Okay.
I might drop that link one.
I mean, I'm awake now.
Okay.
I just stay up all night.
Yeah. Hey, thank you guys for being on. Thanks, Mike, for coming on and talking about some weather issues and some. And we didn't grill you this time, so that's good.
In Texas, we like grilling, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kenny, thanks as always, coming on every Wednesday and hanging out and helping me out.
It's always a pleasure and an honor, and it was definitely a pleasure and honor to get to meet you in Quartzsite.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, Kenny and I met in Quartzsite in person. That was nice.
I saw a couple of those pictures.
And I look forward to meeting you again in the near future.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, hey, thank you everybody, and let's all go over to Ron Darrell's. Good night.
I may post the link one more time.
Okay. We're still on.
We are.
Yeah, because Kenny's gonna post the link.
Oh, wait, no, listen. Yeah, exactly.
He can still post a link, right? Okay. Good night.